ones are bigger, which ones are smaller, and talk through those. So we did that, and we said, hey, we noticed that the longest side and the largest angle are opposite each other. Yes, Kennedy? Okay. So we said, we noticed that, oh, my erasing got off. Go. So we said we noticed that the longest side, largest angle were apart from each other. And we also said we noticed the same thing with the smallest side and the smallest angle, that they were directly opposite one another. And we said, hey, the medium side and the medium angle are opposite each other as well. These things were all pretty neat to us. Okay? And we said, as we went through this, and then we went through here, and we did these. It did it with the first few angles. So now we're going to do it with the next few. This was what we did for the warm-up here. So what is our angles from smallest to largest? Sophia?
Angle B, angle C, angle A.
I agree with you. Angle B, angle C, angle A from smallest to largest. Angle B is the smallest, angle C is the medium one, and angle A is the biggest one. Because that's what it's asked. Okay, and so for our sides, how do we do this one? Kennedy?
Oh, I had a question.
Oh, okay, what's your question?
How do you know that? How did you know that B is 25?
We didn't know B was 25. We knew B was the smallest.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Well then, how can 7 isn't as big as 25?
So angle B. Is this an angle, Kennedy, or is this a side?
Side.
Side. We're talking about angles. So angle B is this right here. Angle C is this right here. And angle A is that right there. So we're saying this is the smallest angle, this is the medium angle, this is the largest angle. Does that make more sense?
Yeah, A, B is square.
Okay. It's nothing anymore. So, and then Lily, what would be our side, smallest to largest?
CA, AB, and then CB.
Very good. Okay, so segment CA, side CA would be our smallest side with a measure of 7. Side AB would be our medium side with a measure of 24, and CB would be our biggest side with a side of 25. And could we have worded these AC, BA, and BC? Yeah. Yes, we can. We can reverse them either way in a segment. Okay, and one thing I wanted us to notice was saying, okay, the smallest side here, AC or CA, is opposite the smallest angle B. The medium angle C is opposite the medium side, and the largest angle is opposite the longest side. That'll always be the case for our triangles. Always, always, always. So even if we're not given some measurements, we can still figure some things out here. And also, the side, these two letters are the two letters that aren't in the angle. Side CA matches up with angle B. B is not in CA. Side AB matches up with angle C. C is not in AB. And side CB matches up with angle A, and A is not in CB. Alright, so who can help me out with this next one? With this next one, number 3, Paige.
Angle A, angle B, and angle C.
Okay, what is the measure of angle C, Paige?
85. Oh, 65.
How do we know it's 65, Gracie?
You gotta add 85 and 30 and then subtract it from 180.
Why would you say 180?
Because all the insides equal 180.
Very good. All the inside angles add up to 180. So this angle is 65 degrees. We take those two we know away from 180, and we figure out that this is 65 degrees. So actually, what order would these be in then, Paige? Yep, angle A, then angle C, then angle B. Very good. With angle A being the smallest, angle B being the largest. So what order would the sides go in here from smallest to largest? Gracie? Okay, never mind. Okay, call an audible there. Okay, Gracie, audible back to you.
CB, BA, AC.
Very good. How'd you figure that out?
Honestly, I just guessed because the smallest thing. Yeah.
So you just looked at it and guessed?
Well, because C is the smallest, and then next to that is B, which is a little bit bigger. and then A is a little bit bigger. I don't know.
Okay. Faith, what are you thinking? How could we know this?
In my brain, I
You
just
look at the angle, like A is the smallest angle, and then across from that you'll see the line. That
Yes.
will be the smallest.
So angle A is the smallest angle, so the smallest side will be across or opposite it. And so BC is their smallest side, or CB. Angle C is our medium angle, so across from it, opposite, not touching, BA will be our medium, and angle B, largest, will be across from it.
see, I just didn't know how to explain it.
Was that kind of what you did?
Right, how do you know?
I mean,
Okay, so it's opposite it.
honestly,
Okay, and this was part of the notes we took on Friday. So it's the start of that packet, but it's the one opposite it. The longest side has the longest, largest angle across from it. The medium and the medium are opposite, and the small and small are opposite. It'll make more sense in the notes. Other questions on this one? Okay. We're going to skip 4 and 5. So we're going to skip 4 and 5, and we're going on to the back. We're going on to the next page here. Randall's it beefing with you? What? Is it beefing with you? Yeah. Maybe we can squash that beef later. So, hey, if we take 3 line segments, we might be able to form a triangle. We also may not be able to, depending on the scenario. So, if we take any 3 line segments, so there's 3 line segments, they may or may not form a triangle. Some of them might, some of them not. Might not. And it depends on what the lengths are. And so we're trying to figure out these triangles, and these arcs are little arcs that come through, and you come on a compass, and you swing through. And so if you have this point, these are in the red are all the points that are 2 units away. This is 2 units away from this. This is 2 units away. This is 2 units away from that. Okay. So just like if we were to hold this, Lily, would you stand up and come up here real quick? Tight. Okay? So, if you notice, it's getting shorter in some areas than others. Like, it looks like it might be shorter up here, and it's not like a straight line. So, if you hold this, okay, hold that. And so, if she holds that, we are currently a meter stick apart, right? Okay? And so, right now, okay, our hands are a meter stick apart, right? Okay? So, if she stays where she's at, and I go over here, our hands are still a meter stick apart, right? Okay? And if I'm over here, my hand is still a meter stick apart away from her. So this whole range are all the areas that are 1 meter stick apart. Thank you.
Good job.
So, yeah, slap on the back. Okay? So, just like that, all of these are the little arc, because it kind of formed like a little arc there, almost a circle was going to form if we went all the way around. So these all arcs are all the parts where it would be 2 units away. Whereas this over here would be all the parts that are 4 units away. So they intersect here. That's where those 2 lines could possibly intersect, is what it's saying. And this one forms a triangle. Well, these, with these side lengths, it goes through all these that are 2 units away, and all these that are 2 units away. And does this line and this line ever intersect?
No.
So it can't form a triangle because those 2 second and third sides would never meet. And we need 3 sides for a triangle, right? Okay, so this one would never have 3 sides and it would never be enclosed. Because we need a triangle to be enclosed. We can't have it be open. And here, with this one, these 2 meet, but they meet right here. So instead of forming a normal triangle,
Straight.
it just forms a straight line. So it's like you have this, and then all of a sudden you layer on top of it, well, you have that and that. So it just makes a straight line. So it's not a triangle because it's flat. Okay, it's not a triangle because it's just a straight line. So only one of these made a triangle. Now we have this triangle inequality theorem that's written on your paper for you. The sum of any 2 side lengths of a triangle is greater than the third side length. So if you gotta take a triangle, anything that's actually a triangle, and you add 2 of the side lengths together, regardless of which 2 you add, it's going to be greater than the third. And it has to be true for every time. So in this triangle up here, this top left If we take 2 plus 4, that gives us 6. Is 6 greater than this third length of 5? Yes. So now instead of taking 2 and 4, if we take 4 and 5, that gives us 9. And is 9 greater than 2, the third length? Okay. And if we take the other two, 2 and 5, that gives us 7. Is 7 greater than our third length, 4? Yes. So no matter what we did, it formed a triangle. No matter what we did, because this forms a triangle, the sum of any two lengths, regardless of the two we use, is greater or more than the third length, the one we didn't use, regardless of which ones we used. Whereas that wouldn't be the case here. If we did one of these, if we take 2 plus 2, we get 4. Is 4 greater than 5? No. So it doesn't form a triangle. And we see that it doesn't form a triangle. But if we were to take 2 plus 5, 2 plus 5, that's 7. If we take these two sides, and 7 is greater than 2. So it looks like it works here, but because one of the matches fails, it doesn't work. Just like here, if we were to try that, we take 3 plus 2, for example, we get 5. Is 5 greater than 5? No, it's not. It's equal to it, so it's not greater than. So it doesn't form a triangle either. We saw that. So what we do here, what we really need to remember is this part in the star. I want you to write that kind of in here. You can write a little star in there. That's where I put mine. Okay? Write this and this. So only one inequality needs to be proven false. And this is what you want to check. You want to check that the sum of the smallest two sides is bigger than the biggest side. Mathematicians long ago have figured out, hey, if you just check the smallest two sides, you don't have to check the other ones. Yes, please. I want you to write these two in. You can kind of write it in that box if you can, or the box with the space right below it. Somewhere in that area. There's not a ton of room, and I apologize for that. But I believe in your guys' abilities to get that in there. Yeah, no problem. Gotta keep the faith, you know. Preach it. So like I said, I was kind of saying there, mathematicians long ago have kind of figured out, hey, we need all three of these to be true for it to form a triangle, but we only actually need to check one. The only one we really need to check is if we take the two small sides and compare it to the biggest side. If it passes that, if the two small sides are greater than the bigger side, it's a triangle. If it doesn't pass, it can't form a triangle. That's the one we really need to check. Which is why this needs to be important. So we're gonna, does anybody still need this slide? Go ahead.
Nope.
Alright, so we're going to ask, hey, is it possible to form a triangle with these given side lengths? Right below this, number 1, 8, 5, and 17. If we have these three side lengths, a side of 8, a side of 15, and a side of 17, why are you saying that, Gracie? Just look at it. Just look at it.
17 plus 15 is bigger than 8.
Okay, so we would need, that check thing, which one did it say to check?
It's too small. 15 plus 8 is bigger than 17.
So if we do 8 plus 15, we get 23. Is 23 bigger than 17? Yes. So it can form a triangle. So your answer would be yes. And you need to show this work. You need to show that 23 is greater than 17, not better necessarily. That 23 is greater than 17. You need to show that right here. And you just say, yeah, it would form a triangle. Because we checked the two smallest sides. If we check the two smallest sides, then we don't have to do the others. Okay? And one way I want us to kind of format this, I think it might help us, or you guys can do it this way if you want as well, is what are the two smallest sides of number 2? 6 and 8. And we're going to say 6 and 8 is something compared to the biggest side, 14. Well, what's 6 plus 8? 14. Is 14 greater than 14?
No.
No, it's equal to it. So you can put, that means not greater than. It's kind of like how we had equal, we had not equal to, or congruent, we had not congruent to. We can have less than or greater than, and then we can have not greater than. Same kind of thing, or not. Or same kind of thing, you can also have the not greater than. Just like have not equal to, not congruent, not greater.
What's it called then?
Not greater than. So 14 is not congruent, not greater than 14. Does this make a triangle? No. It failed our check. Our check was to see if the two small sides add up to more than the biggest side. They don't. They add up to the same thing. So you cannot form a triangle. In fact, we said up top, on this top right example on this page, that would form a straight line. Okay? I want you guys to go ahead and do the third one on your own real quick. You guys all ready?
I'm done.
Hi, done. Mr. Constant.
Do not shake his hand.
Don't shake. Don't shake. No. I'm supposed to do it.
I bet.
Bet.
Oh my god.
This is weird.
Make it out like a haircut.
This is weird. Oh, weird.
Who is that?
Hi, done. Mr. Constant.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bet.
I'm Bet.
Bet.
Wow. Sure.
Stop
Hey,
saying
so
bet.
Yeah, bet.
can I get a volunteer to tell me how to do this one? Volunteer to tell me how to do this one. Sophie, how do we set this up?
Okay, so first extract me out loud.
Shh. Boys, now Sophie's about to explain this to us.
Stretching, get everything ready, and then add 1 and 2. And 3.
Guys, listen up. This is very rude to Sophie right now. She's explaining this. Thank you.
And you get 3, and then you realize that 3 is smaller than 25, and then it's not a triangle.
Okay, so Sophia said, hey, we take 1 and 2 because they're the small sides. We compare them to 25, our biggest side, and we get 1 plus 2 is 3. And we realize that 3 is not greater than 25, it's smaller than 25. And so we're not able to form a triangle with this. So is it possible to form a triangle with the given side lengths? No, it is not. Gracie.
I drew a box.
I drew a box because it's like, hey, what goes here? I don't know. What goes here? I don't know what symbol's going there yet. I don't know if it's greater than, equal to, less, that kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Good question. Thank you. Sophia.
Okay, so can you put just a less than sign?
Sure. Yeah, you can put a less than sign. You could put 14 is equal to 14 and say no. You could put 3 is less than 25 and say no. Whatever helps you the most. That's fine by me on this one. Other questions on this? Those were good questions. Okay. We're going to jump down. We're going to skip example 4. Then we're going to go down to 1, 2, and 3 here at the bottom.
Big side, little side.
Alright.
X.
Big minus little times big.
So, finding possible side lengths in a triangle. If we're given 2 side lengths, we need to figure out a range
I know it.
of sides where a range of measures where this third one could be. So to do that, we'll do this inequality here. We call it a compound inequality. Compound means multiple inequalities. Gracie?
9 times 15.
Wait, what?
Oh,
What are you doing?
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay. Hold that thought. We'll get to that. So very, very close. Not times, but close. So we'll take of the two sides here. We'll take the big side minus the little side. Which one of these is bigger, 12 or 3? 12. So we'll take 12 minus 3. We'll say that's going to be less than x. Well, what's x going to represent? X represents the third side length. We're saying that third side length is going to be between this number and this other number we'll form. What's the big side again? And what's the small side? 3. Nathan, quit being smart aleck. Thank you.
Why do you need
So, we took the big side minus the little side of what's given. We say that's less than our side length for a possible side length for a middle. And we'll say that's less than our big plus our little. So what's 12 minus 3, Gracie?
9.
9. And that's less than the side length. But the side length is less than 12 plus 3 is what? 15. So we're saying that our third side is somewhere between 9 and 15. Can it be 9?
No.
No. Can it be 15? No. Why not?
It's the middle of it.
It's less than, not less than, or equal to. Okay? So this would be our answer.
Wait, if it's less, if it has to be less than 9, then how would you
It has to be greater than 9. 9 is less than x,
Okay.
and x is less than 15. So 9 has to be less than x. So it has to be, so x has to be greater than 9. So give me 9.1. Give me 10. It has to be less than 15. Okay? I want you guys to go ahead and do the third one. Go ahead and do the third one. Number 3.
Wait a second one.
No, we do the third one. Grace, put it away.
Oh, okay, did the
Yeah,
first
right
one.
here.
Alright, second one.
Big side
Big size, 14.
minus little
Oh, this is so.
side. Shark.
Short. Alligator.
Yeah, the alligator mouth.
Alligator. Big side.
14 plus
Plus 10.
easy.
That's 430.
You getting that bread?
Got it.
No
So we're figuring out what is our range, or what possible lengths this third side could be. Okay? So, Alicia, how did you set this one up?
minus,
Number 3.
oh, then 14 minus 10, the sign less than x less than 14 plus 10.
Alright, very good, okay? And then, Max, what is 14 minus 10?
That's 4.
Very good, is less than x, okay? And then, Julia, what's 14 plus 10? 24. Class, what's funnier than 24? 25. So our third side is somewhere between 4 and 24. So we're going to have quite the range here, okay? We do have homework. We have a couple minutes before that bell rings, so I'm not rushing it through, thankfully. So we're not going to do one problem on this. We're not going to do one problem on this. I'll tell you which one so you can cross it out here.
I'm not gonna do it.
Everyone would be- if we had a word for it,
Got my homework.
You don't like it because you don't like the one problem.
Good, you got some water. You got 2.
No, you know you
That was your weekend?
Yeah, that was what it is.
That's like you could do it.
Oh, I did.
You have to go to the spot.
Hey, voice it off one more time, please and thank you. Voice it off one more time, please and thank you, okay? Hey, so you guys are probably all wondering, which one are we not doing, okay? We are not doing
Number 18.
number 17.
17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
We're not going to do number 17. Well, that looks like a 7. Let me change that.
19.
We're not doing number 17. Hey, class, when's this going to be due?
Next class.
Next class, which is
Wednesday.
Wednesday. So tomorrow is Tuesday. So tomorrow we're going to have a normal Tuesday. We're going to have a normal Tuesday tomorrow. Wednesday we'll have a normal Wednesday. Thursday we'll have a normal Thursday. Friday we would have had our Monday.
But it's
I got an email that said the
So no advisory, no.
I got an email that said the schedule goes BAAB.
No, it's B-A-G-A.
We go to 4th hour after this?
Yes, voice it off one more time, please. You guys will go to 4th hour after this. You guys have another about minutes, so go ahead and pack up, okay? You'll take your time, pack up. And you guys go to 4th hour next.
I'm going to
I saw this on
Why?
I saw this
Oh, thank you. Is that real candy, yeah? The other one.
I mean, I'll say that you